As I've said before, I normally don't make follow-ups on videos often, mainly because they're hella boring, fill up channels with samey topics, and usually are just a cash grab. This video is different because I'm simply built different, and it's fine since I've only done it twice. Triangle Bill Cypher Blair Illuminaughtii woman. Both mine and your favorite YouTuber ever has recently been getting crooned by the commentary community. Instead of bullying actual real life children, Blair deserves most of what she's getting. Obviously, there are the people who do way too much, like harassing Blair under all of her tweets, or people dropping the absolute worst takes on the planet.
You're so stupid, you're stupid. Dumb.
But I find it so hard to actually feel bad for her because she kind of did this to herself. A short recap of everything that led up to me making this silly little YouTube video. Blair helps form a channel with a group of YouTubers called Sad Milk. After some creative issues, there was a lot of drama. The people involved went their own separate ways, keeping a good working relationship with one another. After an incident with a predator on a Discord server, Blair decided it would be in her best interest to lie about the clique. The person who owned the server the predator was on, claiming he was compliant with a predator being in his server. He was removed in less than 24 hours. And that the clique was a horrible human being because he used the R word and the N word. That is bad, and the clique should be removed off the platform for these awful crimes. The last time he's ever used that vocabulary on record is over a decade ago, but if you ignore that, it's still really bad. This is the level of pettiness we are at already. It only gets worse, but for the sake of comedy, let's say it gets better from here. Blair probably also realized her reasoning for hating the clique was stupid, so in order to further prove the point, she paid someone $200 to look up dirt on him before completely making up a scenario that no one has memory of except from Blair. Scientists also call that lying about an event. Either that or everyone got dementia all at the same time. To further add on to the pounds of grass not being touched, Blair then creates an alt account to further harass both the clique, his associates, and also herself to try and dunk on the guy. Okay. Then, a whole 2 years later, Blair decided to screw over one of her employees and then also lie about them too. I'm sure the viewers at home probably have a million questions about this. My one being, why? There's also a bit with dogs too, but there aren't enough synonyms for the word to try and explain what actually happened and keep everyone's interest. Just know that Blair basically showed some very psychopathic behavior for all of the COVID saga. While originally people were ready to leave things alone, either because they didn't have a big enough platform to actually make a difference, or just didn't care that much, or just wanted to avoid drama, or realized that posting about private issues, for example, someone's is completely brain dead. Right, Triangle Woman? Right? I lost the plot for a second. An editor for another YouTuber, Legal Eagle, contacted Blair asking how to make an edit. This was no good apparently, so Blair ran off to Twitter and tried to claim the dude was stealing her editing style. Girl, shut the f up. You thought you ate An editing style that consists of highlighting an effect and a paper rip background. Two things that are very easy to replicate and have been used by everyone who's ever drawn a breath. Wow, that sure is some ego showing, huh lads? Now people already knew this was stupid, but then Blair completely folded herself due to something that she never addressed. She also plagiarized other videos.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man.
The larger audience deemed this to be very hypocritical. Okay, so people like me made videos on it because not only was Blair's tweet objectively funny, it also led down to a rabbit hole that completely ruined Blair's career in my opinion. I'm not going to beat around the bush anymore because everyone watching this video should now fully understand that this lady is crazy. With Legal and everyone else Blair had wrong now coming out at the same time, the way she responded was important. My last video went to that car crash of a video in much more detail, but TLDR, Blair lied to our audience for nearly 45 minutes straight, and I'm not even exaggerating. 90% of what she said in that video was a lie or a half-truth, so mission failed. People did not think this was a good response and people kept making fun of Blair. She then tried to continue like nothing happened, which does make sense, but that didn't really work either. As seen by these horrendous ratios, god damn! And this isn't even the worst part. Before it was only a few comments, and now it's the entire comment section. Too bad you can't get plastic surgery for who you are on the inside, Blair. So we ain't finna say nothing about the whole scandal she got into? Okay, so round 2. Blair realized she needed to make a proper response this time. She couldn't afford to lie or more people are going to make videos on her and her comment section would completely beat her ass in the quote retweets. So the fact that this video exists means she flopped miserably.
That's rough, buddy.
Hey everyone, I'm fully aware of the recent false allegations that have surfaced. I want to take a moment to publicly state that I am taking these allegations seriously and am committed to rectifying this situation promptly and appropriately. I understand the concerns and potential impact that these false allegations have caused. My team and I are actively working behind the scenes to gather all relevant facts. I am committed to transparency and accountability throughout this process. Rest assured that I am taking decisive action to address this situation. I will provide updates and communicate any necessary actions as soon as possible. Thank you to those who are standing by me during this challenging time. I will not allow these false allegations to be weaponized as a way to silence my voice. I appreciate your patience and understanding during this challenging time. I am dedicated to upholding my channel's values and delivering on our commitments. I am confident that the truth will prevail. Sincerely, Blair Zahn.
Now allow me to put my nerd glasses on and further inspect this. Firstly, false allegations. Multiple question marks. This is incredibly vague and could be referring to anything. Blair could easily say that small commentary YouTuber number 763 called her a silly billy, and that would be false. But most of what the bigger videos are talking about did actually happen, and we have mountains of evidence proving it. Secondly, what are you looking for? You already made your response to the allegations and you got called out on that. What are you gonna do? Respond to the exact same allegations again? Because that did not work out. Thirdly, I'm confident the truth will prevail. I'm sorry, but what? This is creepshow art. It was actually Amy the whole time. Levels of copium in an attempt to save face, and it's so embarrassing, dude. This makes no sense to me. She wants to try and defend herself and fix her career, but then she sends a DMCA takedown on someone. Oh right, I almost forgot about that. Blair sent a cease and desist to Wonderstruck. I left the link down below to Wonder's donation links because Blair is actively trying to screw over a person who arguably got it worse by her, which by the way is never good for PR, you donut! Funnily enough, Shannon also tried to do that to iilluminaughtii too. That's just another similarity to add to this list, by the way. To me, this is so embarrassing, mainly because Blair paints herself as a defender of the weak who stands up against those evil corporations, but yet the moment someone called her out for her bad actions, she tries to silence them like the company she has an issue with. Everything we thought we knew about her was either faked or just wasn't there to begin with, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. That's the end of this silly little video. I know it's much shorter than my other videos, and that's because I'm still cooking up another 40+ minute video like my Luke one, and I had every intention to not post until it's done, but then Blair dropped this on my head and I just couldn't resist. Thanks to my channel members. Now I'm finally done. Have a good day. See ya, lads.
I'm hopping on my bullshit now. It's been too long till my ass got down. What you found? Nothing. I guess I'm much a liver since the thought of catching the L's really makes your ass shiver. Learn to adapt way better than I can plan.
I can't do shit.
Just do what you can, punk bitch. And waiting on you niggas to catch up. So sitting on the edge while my ass just jumps. But I still bounce back, bro. I'm out here getting jacked, waiting, I'm still flat. My nigga, I just gotta ask, what the fuck is that?